Hello there, Azalea. Redeeming first, redeeming their daily wheel. And Lucky popping on in as well. Hello there. And Deadeye. Hi, Deadeye. Azalea with a 57 months. Primary sub, my goodness. That's a whole lot of months. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Deadeye, Brandman, Void Aces. Welcome on in, everyone. Hope everyone's morning is going well. Is everyone doing well? I wasn't running away from bears and Conan, then I would have gotten first. That's okay. I have arrived. Your lives just got worse. Oh, come on in, Nesleo. Deadeye, you still need to get me your sound. But good morning, everyone, nonetheless. Y'all having a good weekend? It's March. On to the third month of the year. Had a frustrating weekend. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that. PlayStation are some losers. What do you mean? See, Brandman, this is why you're trying to get over to keyboard and mouse on a PC. It's just an weekend? That's no good. Delayed me on Resident Evil 9 because they use garbage technology. That is frustrating. I am so sorry. I know you're excited for that. I didn't delay it long. Give me my points. 10 stream streak. My goodness, Brandman. Thank you so much. Batman, welcome on in. Hope you're well. Oh, so close to a micro cookie. We got some more terraforming we gotta do in the solar world as usual. Always terraforming it feels nowadays. Maybe I'm just noticing it more. Oh, I also noticed I am officially at 400 VODs on the YouTube. Last stream was the 400th VOD. So that's cool. Gonna lurk while I do some things on the computer. Sounds good there, man. No worries. 400, let's go, right? It's a lot of streams. It's a lot of saved streams. That's what 3 hour average is it's a lot of hours. Water? What about my coffee? I'll hydrate. I'm still sipping my coffee. I'm gonna have a sip of that too, if you don't mind. Mm. Oh, and for those that may have missed it in the Discord, me and Lige got our duo streamed all planned. That'll be this coming Friday on the 6th, right? March 6th. Yep. We'll be doing our duo stream. My usual start time, 5 p.m. Central. We'll be doing a speed run together. Neither of us do speed runs, so don't expect anything grand there. I think Lige has done one speed run, and I've done like one as well. That was like a competition. That was a competition where there's other people there too, messing with you. I've never done one alone. But we'll be doing that, and there's a bit of a twist where I'm gonna round up a few people to chase us down and try and delay us. It's gonna be fun. And it's great because Minecraft has this built-in feature now that just it's called a locator bar. So I didn't even need to like figure out any weird mod packs, like any mods or data packs to make this work. I just have a locator bar. We'll be using voice chat, the prox chat. So that'll be fun. I don't know what me and Lige agreed on. I think it was like 2 hours. If we don't finish the speedrun within under 2 hours, we'll do a giveaway for merch. A Duck and Thad crossover merch. Limited edition. I don't know if it's limited because only me and him have the shirt at the moment. He surprised it, when was that? Last year. Last time we met up in person, he surprised me with it. Donk, welcome on in. How are you doing? Oh, I bet we're probably far enough away.
I've got a dunk.
Hello, Donk. You're doing good? Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad. We don't actually need empty shulkers. I'm glad you're doing good. I'm well. I'll take 3. We're gonna keep working on what I was last stream, which was expanding the river over here. We already dug out most of it, but we got to bring back the grass. Have to. Or what? Halfway right there? By the looks of it, over halfway. I actually got quite a bit done on it. For those that weren't here last stream, we finished up tearing out my front yard. We'll come back to that. And then this river has been bothering me, and I finally decided I'm gonna expand it. So we tore up, I don't know, 5 blocks in on this side, on this coast side of the hill. This side of the river. And now I'm just bringing back the grass before I let the water flow over. We'll have to do some finicky stuff with like the bottom and make it look nice, but you get the point. I've never tried to expand a river like this. I don't know. New time for everything. It'll be much better after that, I think. Let's grab some grass and get to placing. No more talking. Silence from here on out. Uh, but yeah, I'm excited for the duo stream with Elijah. I think it'll be a fun time. We haven't done a stream together in years. We've been in each other's streams, but I haven't done a stream together. I think, truthfully, I think we've only ever done one. Yeah, it was the mod pack. That's the only VOD I can think of where we were both streaming at the same time. There was probably a few moments where, you know, we were probably just playing on a random server together. Is that a Daryl? Good morning there. How are you doing? But yeah, mod pack is the last one I can remember as well, Donk. It's one of my more favorite VODs. Trying to think if Lige streamed that Blazing Caves thing you did with tabs. You two did with tabs. Yeah, I think I did only one stream of it. Most of that was on our own. Rogue Angel, spinning the daily wheel as well. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. Enjoy the lurk as always. And I noticed, and you don't have to respond, but what was it? Whose stream was it? Echo's stream. Was it Echo? How we found one another? I saw your name over there. Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was the other way around. I introduced you to Echo. Nonetheless, enjoy your lurk. I popped into Echo's stream and I thought I saw your name. Yeah, there was a Blazing Caves though, Donk. There was a Blazing Caves stream where me and Lige were hanging out. There's a clip of it. But I don't remember if he was streaming during that point in time. Our Freedom weekend is coming to an end. Tabs will be home from her friend's bachelorette party. It's your Freedom weekend. Stop. That's terrible. Oh, hey, Tabs. How are you doing? Hope you're well. And Daryl's doing well. I am. I'm doing good, too. Just back to terraforming. I know. I do what I want anyway. Put up a tab for her. I think we're getting brunch at the moment. I think they're getting brunch at the moment. Oh, I see. That's just Donk impersonating tabs. I kind of wondered. No micro cookies today from the Daily Wheel just yet. What was it? It was Tuesday's stream, I think, this week where it handed out a whole bunch. It's crazy. Then Lucky gave a spin to the cookie roulette wheel right away at the beginning of stream, and it's still being mean. I'd have left the redeem for her to get later, but no, never know when internet is gonna drop out or something. Plus, it gives you a view sooner. Exactly. I mean, it's a win-win for everyone. Guaranteed spin for tabs. I get another count in the, the silly stats for Twitch with an additional viewer. And yeah. Oh, I finally got an idea for another wheel. I said it last stream, but essentially it's just a wheel. I want to add more, you know, I have three sounds at the moment. I have a tool breaking, a creeper, and a chicken. I want to add more sounds that are, fun and not terribly chaotic. And I think it'd be really fun if there was just a wheel you guys could spin for real cheap every 5 minutes that just does a random sound. Maya, welcome on in. How are you doing this morning? It's good to see you. Woo! Another free wheel spin. The next stream. What's this? I'm good, sipping on sipping on your Red Bull. And I'm getting ready, and on a rough draft of my thesis. Ooh, exciting. Not excited for it, by the way. Well, I'm sure you'll make millions of changes to it over time. You got this. Yeah, writing doesn't sound fun. Minxie, hello there. Welcome on in. It's like the song called you.
Toss a bit to your Twitcher. O Valley of Plenty. O Valley of Plenty.
Thank you for the bit there, H. Yes, please, Hannah. Finally, not an ad for joining the cult. I think I removed one or two of the ads. There's still one on there because I think it's really silly. But I do remember removing one of them at least. I changed up the daily wheel recently. Removed some things, added some other ones. Thankfully, I'm writing about basketball. Baseball, sorry. Kinda. So it's, something I like, but that helps a little bit, I guess. I'd have to be really passionate about whatever I'm writing about to actually enjoy it. No cookies again. I'm telling you, the cookie roulette wheel's being ruthless recently. We had another remove 5. I don't remember who spawned the remove 5. We had another one recently. Doesn't want to add 5. I'm okay with that. Eventually, the add 5s are going to happen, and I'll never have a remove 5. Writing about their energy usage. So like it's fun, but also not. It's like it's fun, but it's also not fun. Thank you for the follow there, Snow Stealth. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well this morning. Scam! Cookie Roulette Wheel's a scam. No, no, nonsense, nonsense. It's not a scam. Wait, what? Working as intended. $500? Maybe one day. I have thought about lowering it. I mean, truthfully, what? We've spun it how many times there? Little over 50 times, 60, 70 times there? Which is a lot, I guess, now. That gives us a good basis for what it could do. Oh. I'm always happy to mess around with it. I was thinking of lowering the cost. Peter, welcome on in, spinning your daily wheel. Hope you're doing well. Just terraforming as usual. As always. I do enjoy it. One of these days, I promise, I'll build again. Although I must say, building is much more boring. Usually. As a timer and a low odd win rate, it seems a little high for the drawbacks of spinning. If you're being serious for the free points you get. No, I see where you're coming from. It has just been ruthless, though, recently. Remember when I first had it where I didn't get any removes for a long time, and we were only getting the add however many? It was absurd. I also still have an absurd amount of cookies that we have to go through. Don't think I'm gonna run out anytime soon. If we fly on over here, where they're all being stored, I still have like a few shulkers to go through that have been in redeems. Yeah, there's 3 full shulkers of cookies. All of these I have to eat. And then also, there's only 3 stacks here. Yeah. So 3 shulkers and 3 stacks. Gotta at least be able to catch up. That was always how I, that's how I tried to fix it before when it was just a pure redeem. I just kept increasing the cost and increasing the cooldown and increasing the amount of, reducing the amount of time someone could redeem it. And that's how I was doing catch up before. Now, you guys can keep redeeming it, but I can actually catch up. I just want to eat golden carrots again. Well, 10 points. Whoops, taking a screenshot. You won't get the aw. That's too bad. That's okay. You want to break your brand? What is... What a break from eating cookies. H spinning their daily wheel. H got an ad, don't you worry, Minxie. It's 26 to 5, not the most outlandish odds for roulette. I mean 26 to 35. Oh, you mean for the amount of cookies it's removed compared to added? That's where you got your math. What's this song? It's called "The Blacksmith" from. Okay, I don't know how to say that name. How do I get a? I don't know how to copy a song. Share copy link. There we go. You already have that, I think. Well, here it is. H. Oh my goodness! Thank you so much for the resub. 10 months. You almost had a year. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. And you've been following for over a year and 9 months? That's crazy. You guys are addicted to watching this stream. You guys keep coming back, expecting something different. I mean, if I really wanted to stay on brand as Leo with like the cookies, I could just get a texture pack that like makes golden carrots look like a gold cookie. I usually don't do that though. That's cheating. I know. Well, no. You guys could still make me eat the normal looking cookies. Since golden carrots would look like a gold one. Giz spinning their daily wheel. How are you doing there, Giz? Hope you're doing well. You should make a texture pack where all food is a variation of cookies. Pork cookies. Oh, oh. It's terrible. Is there really no beacon out here? That's the beacon, so yeah, that makes sense. Oh no, I have this one. So then there's just not one here. And if I take a couple steps this way, I'll get the effects again. I've never done texture packs for Minecraft. In pain? Oh no. But I'm good. Doing it after starting the diva injections. Feeling tired and pain. I'm sorry you're in pain there, Kiss. But I'm glad you're doing good otherwise. Always good to see you. Beetroot cookies. Well, those would just be like a pinkish color. Like a red pinkish. No, I usually don't go crazy for changing the game like that. Jesus, why? I feel like there's always something going on with you. I can't take it. This is outrageous. We need you feeling perfect. It's okay. It's all good. No, it's not. It's bogus. Worst part is on Wednesday I go home, so train ride will not be fun. Well, I think you just delay you going home, obviously. That's the obvious answer here. Can't, but wish I could. I have a dentist and doctor appointments. Dang it. I figured there was something. Dang life. Always something going on. Well, hopefully by Wednesday you're feeling much better. Back to normal, Giz. Oops. I'm hearing things. I swear I heard a player take damage. I didn't take damage, though. This has been a sound in the song. There we go. You wouldn't even know it. That we just is moved. We just pushed the landscape in a bit. You wouldn't even know. On to the next part. Water doesn't have a different, like, swampy color look in the dark forest, dark oak forest, right? I don't think so. It's only in a swamp that it has that, like, darker green. I guess the mangrove probably has the darker green look. Alrighty. Well, there's the first pass through. On to the next. Thankfully, we didn't, like, go crazy with detailing this river just yet. We just came through with bone meal and that. So we don't have to worry about messing up a whole bunch of nice stuff. Got a quick sleep here. I don't know if I'll make the river all too much deeper. It would make sense if it was deeper, though, with how, like, steep this split is between the hills here. I don't know. We'll see what I do. Do some shaping here. Empty my inventory. I'm enjoying doing this sort of terraforming where we just quick come in and change a landscape and how it looks shape-wise. Been fun. Because I can get a whole bunch done real quick, but none of it looks perfect yet. But it gets things started. Do. Alrighty. How do we want to do this? We want to make sure it slopes just a little bit and then it gets steep right away. Here we'll take a little bit out of the middle. Over here though, it'll be up this side. Monica, hello there, welcome on in. Good to see you. Still just working on the river. We're actually almost done with it. We've officially expanded this side of it, got the grass all put back in, and then tore down the wall, and am now just fixing the bottom of the river here, making it look nice. Since we made it bigger, I can make it deeper. All those fun things. But my inventory does keep filling up. Sand. We don't like sand. Not in most of our rivers here. I've thought about bringing it back in some areas, but I don't like the general look of how Minecraft does it. Or used to do it. Alrighty, so let's shape up this side a little bit. Can't see anything. Yeah, through here we need to do some better transitioning. Ah. Oh, I still wish there was some sort of enchant for a magnet. There are loads of mods, you are correct. The funny thing is, whenever you play those mods, if you're playing with someone else, a magnet is so annoying. Because you like steal blocks from them all the time. Or you try and toss something out, or you just end up picking up loads of junk. Stuff like this be so handy. I haven't been playing it as much, but I was playing through all the mods 10H, and I was having a lot of fun with that. Kind of got to the end game of it, and now it's just like you spend most of your time in a crafting terminal. Hello there, Lige. Good morning to you. Look at you spinning your daily wheel. Ah, you're doing well. Get all the stars automated. We haven't even made one of those. I haven't even really looked into it. That's really cool. I've never set up any of like the auto crafting stuff. All the crafting links patterns with ME before, so I got to learn that, and it's been really fun figuring out and setting up like different mods with the different machines that you can set up crafting patterns with. Mainly use Create. Ah, nice. I mainly stay away from Create. It's a lot to take in for a mod. Gotten 3 shulkers of stone, and now nothing. I'm an unlucky duck. I'm sorry. I mean, you can try and spin a cookie roulette wheel, but I also know you're saving up your channel points. Create is amazing. Yeah, I need to mess around with it more. I messed around with it uh a year or two ago. I don't know how long ago. And I was having fun with it, but it was I was probably like just on the verge of finally being able to do fun things with it, and then I stopped messing with it. Learned some of the basics, set up a tree farm, and then I stopped messing with it. Uh, and I just stopped playing the mod pack in general. I want a micro cookie. I don't know how to give you a micro cookie personally. That's one of those things that I want to set up where I can do a command or something and it would allow for it to go to you. I just don't know how I have to set that. I'd probably like do exclamation mark command like alias and then put your exact Twitch name and then I could grab that probably. Maybe. I don't know. Sounds complicated. Did I just grab cookies? No, I didn't. It was rockets. I have seen some crazy things to create though, and one day. Daryl's spinning his daily. Oh no, that's the cookie roulette wheel. He already spawned. Oh my goodness, Daryl's lucky. We're adding cookies. I ran out. About time. I know it's been a lot. It was like 3 no cookies in a row, just in general. You guys are gonna start calling me. You're gonna start saying it's a scam wheel all of a sudden. It's not, obviously. It's actually, it is impressive. It's pretty much 50-50 on cookies or not cookies. Oh, it is a scam. No, nonsense. You don't know what you're on about. It's not a scam. We don't run scams here. I'm not trying to get you guys to spend your points because, a lot of you guys have a lot of channel points. Nonsense. And those that don't have a lot of channel points, I don't want them to build up a lot of channel points. That'd be weird. We may not run scams here, but you might. What? I don't know what you're on about. You have some coffee. Okay, so like, we got the micro cookies. You guys started occurring them. And one of my ideas for it, beyond just like some weirdly unique fun stuff with it, one of my ideas was you guys could spend a micro cookie and be able to do like one of my redemptions for essentially cheaper if you built up the micro cookies, or you could do a micro cookie and spin like a crazy cookie roulette wheel that like is guaranteed to give cookies. And then there's like a big payout one that does like, I don't know, 9 stacks of cookies because that's a row. Oh, could be fun. Oh, this is what that's what I should. Oh, I need to give you guys the ability to spend a micro cookie to gamble it to have the odds to double the micro cookie. I need to make sure it can't be broken though. Otherwise, I'd have people just like really build up a lot of them, which wouldn't be the worst. You'd have to account for it, you know. Can't have an inflation here. Had plenty, even did my grocery shopping today. Wow! You got yourself some more apples, I hope? I know you ran out on Friday, right? There you go. Oh, the micro cookies are me just something that I get. I'm just gonna have a bunch of silly things with, but there's so I should write some of these ideas down because I know I'm not gonna get around to them anytime soon. Guys, Bad Romance by Lady Gag is peak by the I don't what? Excuse me. I don't know what you're on about. By Lady Gaga. Oh, Lady Gaga. It's a song. I know that name. Eek. I'll trust you on it. Welcome on in there, Zuzu the Bunny. I don't. I feel like I remember your name. Kind of great. I don't think I have much of an opinion. I don't really listen to her music. I don't listen to a lot of music in general. I have this one thing that I have this what I don't know what it's called. What is it? Let me see here. It says it's a Noah Khan mix. So it's a bunch of Noah Khan songs, and then it's a whole bunch that are like similar to his from other artists. And that's what I listen to. New album was really good, actually. All right, I trust Maya. Just reminded of 2000 music. I opened Spotify and saw it playing on my mom's phone. Listen to gangster rap right now. We love rap here in the except for Atlanta. Yeah, I have a hard time with rap. It is Atlanta. That's what I thought. If you guys can't tell, I enjoy peaceful peaceful music. I don't listen to a lot of music in general. I like it when things are quiet. I don't really listen to music like throughout the day. I would happily sit in silence while I'm doing things. In fact, I tried it was around Christmas time this year. I was trying to have cozy vibes, and I put on some like Christmas lo-fi, and it got to a point where I had a realization. I was like, why do I feel so like why is my head hurting? And I realized I've been listening to music for the entire morning, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna turn that off. It's just it's too much. I like my quietness. I enjoy peaceful as well, but not when I'm frustrated with PlayStation. When something gets me amped up, I listen to rap. Fair enough. That's fair. Hi, Batman. Ooh, I do gotta take a quick break here. We're an hour into stream. Actually, gotten a lot done in this hour. Been a productive hour. Anywho, this is a good time for anyone else to take a break as well. You guys know the deal. Stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something to eat if you're feeling hungry, especially if you've been here over the last hour. Otherwise, I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm all back. Y'all take a break? I hope so. Oh, clicking all the buttons. Appreciate anyone that's been hanging out, by the way. Alrighty, where do we move off here, huh? Let's see, should this be a little bit deeper in any of these areas? Right here it can be for sure. And then maybe just a little bit through here. Once I get all this shaping done, we'll add the water back and hopefully it looks good. I can never truthfully visualize it all too well what a river's gonna look like until the water is completely in. You want to hear a song that has rage and some of the most peaceful sounding voice? All in one, listen to System of a Down. Fascinating. I don't think I listen to music that has that I would consider that has rage. uh, I guess I'll keep it in mind if I ever need it. You understand? You listen. You understand? I understand if you understand if you listen to it. That sentence makes sense. You understand if you listen to it. I understand it. You understand if I listen to it. I understand if you listen to it. You'll understand. Ah, dang it. I tried. Tried my best. I'm sure I will. It's billions of views on YouTube. It's really popular. Oh, interesting. Alrighty, let's grab a bucket. Guy's range of voice is crazy. Really goes to show just how much we actually expanded this. You know what it probably is. And none of that is source blocks. Ew, this is gonna be annoying. Anywhere where we expanded downward isn't source blocks at the moment. There we go. That starts to get that better. So then if we do something like this, it'll flow over. Just do it one layer at a time, although here we don't have this working yet. Do that. There we go. You ever tried placing a layer of dirt over the river, filling and then breaking all? Yes, I have tried that, and it does work for that idea. But then if you ever were to take a water bucket from the middle of that river, it's going to break the river, right? What I'm doing is making sure every single block in the river is source blocks. And essentially what that allows for is that the river will never have that weird breaking problem. And how you have to do that is basically you have to start at the very bottom point of the river and you fill that in. And then you go to the next layer and then the next and the next. And the water can keep going over itself if it's a source block. So, like, we're almost done here, and we'll see in a second. Hopefully. I forget what layer I just left off with. We just did this layer. If I go and do this, you'll see it all just fills in right over the top. Because everything below it is a source block. And that only works because they are source blocks. And that's what I'm going for. And your idea works. It does. It's just that's, if you ever are like, why does my river break when I take water from it when you do it that way? It's because there's no source blocks under it. And if there's no source blocks under it, it won't do the infinite water. Which would be quite annoying at times. Now, usually when I do a river, there's no water in it, right? Until I get all the shaping done. But obviously this river, we expanded. And since I did that, I need, it's a little bit harder to tell where the heck a water block is needed. There we go. I've just done a lot of messing with water over the years. So you begin to pick up on a few things. Who's that? Miley! Hello there, welcome on in. Thank you for the hydrate. I hope you're doing well. There we go. You are doing well? That's good to hear. Did you ever get a chance to look at the wheel spinning stuff? You'd asked for it, and I never heard much back. Which is okay if you haven't. I'm just curious. I know you're busy. I will sometime this week. No rush. No rush at all. Ooh, there we go. That all filled in nicely. Still have this area to mess with. So something like this should fix it. I hope. Does it really just need a... there's something wrong lower here. There we go. And that one, part of this one. You only have a few hours left in this week? Oh, the week's over. It's a new week. It's Sunday. It considers Mondays to be the start. Yeah, that's fair. I'm with you there. That's what makes the most sense. Do. Yeah, this source box down here. There we go. So the next week. What? Okay, that looks better. I like that a lot more than what we did have. Going through here. Might still like knock out this entire slice there, but I'm not gonna mess with that. We have like a transition point here where the river changes elevation. I like that a lot more. Make it 3 weeks out. If it makes it any better, Miley, it's really easy to set up. At least I think it's easy. But then again, I put it all together. I think it's easier than StreamerBot or Mix It Up. I looked at both of those softwares and I was like, this is silly. This doesn't feel intuitive. I'm sure it is if I had messed with it for more than, you know, a half hour. Alrighty. This is good. It's crazy how much just expanding a river can change an area. We'll need a bridge that crosses this or something. I'd love to make a pathway that cuts through the dark oak forest here. And you have this pathway that goes to this house here. Could just expand it where it cuts along here, or maybe even it's just right by his house. Lazy guy, hello there, welcome back. It's been a minute. I hope you've been doing well. I think technology is so easy to explain why my PlayStation won't play new physical games released in the past 3 months, but it still play my hundreds of physical games I had prior to the last 3 months. I don't know, I've never used a PlayStation. Sounds like something changed in the last 3 months. Take a cookie? We always got cookies around here. Crazy, huh? That's why I've been so frustrated. It doesn't make any sense. So essentially what it's doing is your PlayStation can play any of your games that you already owned and had. But any new game you get, it's unable to play. Is it new game in the sense that it's a brand new game that just came out, or is it just a new game you got? That sounds crazy though. Yeah, they're unrecognizable. They're brand new releases, and I'm assuming they're meant for that version of a PlayStation. That'd be like my only assumption. But I fully believe that you would know whether or not this game could be played on your version of PlayStation. And most likely, you probably have the newest PlayStation. Tried updating the software. I know that's like you got these easy questions that you could think of, and I have to assume that you've already done it, knowing you've used PlayStations for a while. Do you turn it on and off again? An honest question. It's amazing how often that can help. Hmm. Wonder if they changed the software on disk and my PlayStation isn't updating for some reason. Did clear the cache, reload, factory set, nothing will work. It's crazy. Yeah, that's usually once that's when I start to go find, random weird Reddit threads. Ow, that's loud. I figured you had done most of the troubleshooting things. Original PS5, not the newer Slim. Oh, hello. Hi, Tabs. Hi. That's how I imagine Tabs wakes up, is as cheerful as that song. How are you doing there, Tabs? Hi, welcome on in. Spinning their daily wheel. Hope you're doing well. Driving and listening? Sounds good. Drive safely there, Tabs. I'm just hanging out in my world. We just finished up, expanding a river. It started that on Friday's stream. Finished it up. I only buy physical because I don't like, direction digital is heading. Digital takes full ownership away from games fully on disc, and I feel true ownership. Oh yeah, no, that makes sense. Also, you play loads of games. I didn't even question why you went and got a physical disc. So it's like if you play loads of games, you'd have to be uninstalling and reinstalling games all the time. Oh, my sounded quiet. Bump that back up. Take a quick look over here. Nothing. There's no creepers here. Although I have had one or two creepers sneak up on me in my chest area. That needs to be louder. Thank you for the bits there, Donk. That's something I want to move all of my stuff over to the wheel spinning. Thank you for the 111 bits, though. While since I've bought a physical disc for a game. I guess I don't buy games too often either. But whenever I do, it's usually just through Steam. You own hundreds of physical games. I still have all of the physical discs for all the old 360 games I used to have. It is a very weird situation right there, Brandman. I just don't know PlayStations well enough. I've never had one. Well, I guess there's only one way to start. That's to place blocks down. Just don't. I think I just don't even look at this part of it and just like try and replicate this vibe that we have on the other side to this side. Obviously, not just like mirror it over, but the same sort of idea where, goes up and down, and has these areas where it flattens out a little bit. I think that's what I should go for. There's also like points where I'd love to have a bit more of like what we have here, where it slopes down a little bit. I think that'd be fun. So obviously, what we do is we just don't look at any of it. We don't think about any of it, and I just start placing what feels right. And then, if it doesn't look good, it's only grass and it takes seconds to get rid of. Hello there, Gecko. Oh, come on in. How are you doing? So I think we start with like an edge, and then we go from there. And here it start to see after this, and then it stops. It's meeting the checklist requirements. Not how they all these and types. And I'm assuming this is happening to more than just one disc, but none of your old ones. That's weird. Weird issue. Oh, the issue that I'm gonna pay whatever to figure out what is causing it. Yeah, is there some sort of like PlayStation fix store? Where do you even? Great. I got a new beef. You got a new beefy piece. Is it working? The last time you were here, you said you were figuring out how to get Windows on it. I hope you figured that all out. Tried to help a bit. Yeah, multiple discs that I've purchased in the last 3 months. That's crazy. So obviously it's not just a disc problem. It's something else. Be very curious. I don't know if you know anyone else with like a PlayStation 5 to see if it would work on theirs. Sounds like you just get to upgrade to the newest one. I don't know what that would be. I tried them on my cousin's PC and they work fine. Or PS5, not PC, whatever. That's weird. Planning my first baseball game of the year. Feel like life creeping back into my bones. You feel life creeping back into your bones. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. It's probably good. Thanks for your help. Oh yeah, no problem. I didn't do much. I just gave you the link to what you needed. Hopefully. So this is where I go and do something like this. I'm glad your PC's all working, Gecko. It's always fun. I haven't had to set up a new PC in a while. Got the Voxy mod. I'm flying around the server I play on. 15K world. They can render the entire world at once with Voxy? Probably. Voxy's a crazy mod. Get close at least. They're mostly digital. It's not too high for physical games. It costs around 90 or a little more here. That's crazy. For new releases, yeah, I figured no. New games are expensive. Definitely an upgrade, but still gonna try to figure out what caused the issue simply out of curiosity. Yeah, that's fair. That is fair. I feel that. It's weird that it would work on a different one. So it's not the disc. Only on new games. That's the part that's confusing. No, weird. And if it just stopped working overall for physical games, then, you know, that's simple. Some locations make it hard to get physical. In America, you can always find deals on physical before you can get digital. Sometimes the physical copy's cheaper. PlayStation's actually being sued right now for the ridiculous store prices. Go figure. That's right. Bring those game prices down. Let's go get Nintendo next. You ever look at the prices on what is it, a Switch? Those games are expensive. Shouldn't they be suing all stores? That's what I was laughing at. Anywho. All those greedy losers. That's be the next greedy. I don't even. What? The micro cookie? I'm far from greedy. I don't know what you're on about. Uh that's that's outlandish there. Although I never said it, but I kept something around. Uh kept one of my fun ideas I had for the Mountainathon around. As a bonus, if anyone were to ever gift 5 subs, I think the cookie roulette wheel should spin for as a bonus. This year, I'm fairly certain I kept that one around. Yeah, actually, I didn't keep it. I kept the. I used the idea that we had for the Mountainathon. We had the 100 bit for it. I thought it'd be fun, you know. $1 a cookie. That'd be really funny. $1 for a micro cookie. Gonna give everyone diabetes eating all those cookies. Yep. Sorry, I'm responding. I'm a terrible streamer. In case anyone ever wondered, I'm not a streamer though. I'm terrible at this. I'm responding to people on Discord. A little distracted at the moment. We know that. I know. I. What do you know? Uh, Hey, at least I haven't put any pay to win to get micro cookies. At least since the Mountainathon. But that was a bonus for the Mountainathon. Couldn't actually spin the Mountainathon wheel with that. It was a bonus. That's how I look at most. I try and do things where it's fun, where, you know, if you're gonna spend you know, bits or gift subs on me, I'd like it where you guys at least get something out of it as well. Beyond just being very generous. Slimes, I know, it's there's always a lot of slimes. It's like a few, I think there's 3 slime chunks over there, roughly where all 3 of them are. We actually have a slime pet that joined us while we were digging this out. Guy is right here. Little Theory. Random weird things that happen. It's in a blue moon. Lurk, thank you for the lurk there, Gecko. Appreciate it. Whoa, whoa, we didn't kidnap the slime. Personally, the slime was spared, unlike all of its brethren. Did you do the conversion job was having online with players? They're asking about balancing in regards to anvils and enchantment tables. Did you see the conversation? I see. Someone brought up mending, and Jen replied, mending is a different issue. Nothing is supposed to be permanent. I think I heard something about that briefly. It's about balancing in regards to anvils and enchantment tables. What do you mean balancing to anvils and enchantment tables? I can see how mending's a problem, but then again, if you look at many survival games, oftentimes there's a way to repair your tools, or tools in general are just never break in some survival games. And in the survival games where they do break frequently, they're usually quite easy to make and get set up. I think we've talked about it in this stream a lot with Minecraft. Minecraft's an interesting one. It's a very popular game, obviously, and it has a lot of different ways you can play it. Lots of different ways you can play it. And the game is not that. It's not a hard game. It doesn't take you long to get end game gear and get it all set up. Like if you spent what? Probably in under 24 hours, you can completely finish the game and get end game gear. You probably get it within like just a weekend of playing the game. You go and play other games and you'll spend a couple weeks till you get end game, even if that. Uh, so I don't know. It's a little bit different there. So really, I don't know what I don't think I understand the conversation fully, but it's just Minecraft's not that difficult of a game. I think Minecraft is a lot of it has been steered toward building since it's such an old game. I mean, lots of people that have been playing it for X amount of years. There's only you can go through and play through most of the mechanics. Now there's quite a few mechanics in the game, but if you've been playing it for, 10 years, 10 plus years, you've done most of the mechanics. You've gone through the different biomes, done the exploring. So then you're just left with building. Target audience is a 10-year-old. Did they say that somewhere? I truthfully don't know. Uh, I have no idea. I'm not saying the game should be harder. And if the game were to be harder, we've talked about, I think the only way you can truthfully do it is you have it set up where you don't change what we currently have. You just add on top of it. Where when you set up a world, you can determine what you want the difficulty to be. There's a lot of people say that, I mean, the game is easy. So if you want the game to be extremely hard, then there should be settings you can turn on when you're setting up a world, and you can make it harder. Be that crafting recipes, be that actual mobs and difficulty, be that, I don't know, just like, you'd have to do a lot of changes to the game to make it a lot more difficult beyond just what we already have. But you wouldn't want to remove what we currently have. What we currently have, people like. So you got to keep that. And as you say, the target audience is 10 years old, 10-year-olds or whatever, in that early stage of gaming. So you wouldn't want the game to be downright difficult for everyone. And I wouldn't want that. I don't want the game to be difficult. I enjoy my building. It's a peaceful game. So I don't know. It's like Skyrim has survival mode. Exactly, just like that. It's like you still have the base game of what Skyrim is, but if you truthfully want to play it harder, you have that ability to turn on that option, and it's completely your choice. Ed goes to grade school. I watch kids trying to learn how long division. It says these kids are dumb. This isn't that hard. Yeah, exactly. Get it together, Timmy. It's not that hard. I'm not saying the game should be harder. I'm just saying whenever the conversation starts to steer towards like the balancing of something in Minecraft, I'm in agreement. I love how the game is at the moment. Yeah, there's broken items in it and all that. Well, I don't know about bro. It's just easier than other games, other survival games when it comes to stuff. And I don't know if we should. I wouldn't say we should just completely nerf it and remove the ability, like certain things we currently have. But you could turn on a difficulty that's harder, or turn on some sort of setting that makes it harder. That's why Minecraft's so good, because it can be played in hundreds of different ways. A great game should have as many different play styles as possible. Yeah, and yeah, it's a great game. I'm usually quite content. I don't need updates all the time with this game because there's just so much to do in it. No. Always feels weird when Minecraft tries to like balance something that probably doesn't need it. Now if there's a glitch, sure, let's fix it. That makes sense, but other stuff, balancing, eh, let me do what I want. Anywho, I gotta take a quick break here. This is a good time for anyone else. Please do stand up, grab a drink of water, grab something to eat. You guys know the deal. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm all back. Do Y'all take a break? I hope so. Yeah, I don't know. Minecraft's great. I don't want it to change. Ooh. Maya spinning the cookie roulette wheel and getting an ad cookies. There you go. I think the cookie roulette wheel's back on adding cookies again, finally. I think those back-to-back ad. And it's gonna put you guys into a false sense of security and do a remove 5. Ed, you wouldn't like it anyway if they made it harder. I wouldn't. I probably wouldn't, Doc. I wouldn't. I do enjoy. That's what I was saying, and the point I was trying to get across is that I really love the game, and if they were to make it harder, I think they just add on to what we currently have. Like, you know, we get a few different more settings or something that you could flip on if you wanted. And it'd be up to the person whether or not they would want it to be harder. I honestly wouldn't enjoy it because I don't know. I don't really play Minecraft because it's difficult. I play Minecraft because I can be creative in it and I don't know, I enjoy building in it. Imagine how mad you'd be if stone weren't insta-mine with haste 2, right? Like, that just, it wouldn't be as enjoyable for me. For other people that might enjoy a game where, you know, it's a little more difficult, it slows you down in that sense. Sure, why not? Two of the most obvious things I think they would add is make it harder or slower in mining times, and more fog slash less visibility. You think so? That's fair. That's two ways to take it. I'm actually kind of excited. I heard Minecraft's going to be changing their rendering engine for Java Edition to something else, and I I hope for the best. And I also hope that the general look of what we have right now won't go away. I really love how the game looks currently. Um, but I heard they're going to be changing their rendering engine to basically allow for their vibrant visuals. And I'm excited for vibrant visuals. I think they did a pretty cool, I thought they had a unique approach to it where it's like pixel-based vibrant visuals. I think that'll be fun. I love when streamers turn off Nether Fog and say it's for chat to see better. I don't know what FOH means. Because you want to see farther because it makes it easier. It does make it easier. The Nether's, oh, Nether Fog is crazy. Oh, thank you. I honestly didn't know that one. That's what it means. I'm probably gonna forget it. I feel like I don't see that often. My dream was to build a large base replacing an ocean monument while keeping the Guardians alive. That's I would move the Elder Guardians out, lazy guy, and build it, and then you move them back in. Otherwise, That sounds terrible. Forgetful Thad. I'm sorry. I might remember it. I probably won't. Get out of here, but stronger am. No, I'm in full agreement with you, Donk. I wouldn't enjoy something that makes like gathering resources harder. I wouldn't enjoy it if I was losing tools all the time. I'd manage, but I wouldn't enjoy it. That can be quite tedious in survival games. I do think there's many ways to approach making the game more difficult without changing what we currently have. And once again, you bring up the argument of, well, it's not really meant for, you know, what was it? The target audience was a much younger age, so it's like most people aren't spending 3,000 hours in a world. So like some editions uh are much more for like early game stuff where, you know, there's copper armor now because that's easier to get loads of than iron. I'm never going to use copper armor in this world. Or there's bundles, and bundles are much more of an early game item, but I have shulker boxes. I'm never going to mess around with bundles all too much. I did put a bundle in one of my shulker boxes. In this guy. Where is it? It holds a bunch of like the workstations that are usable. If they did make like a really hard mode of Minecraft, I don't know what it would be, but if they did, I think it'd be fun to play a world, like have a world of it. Be a change up. It'd be me more of trying to survive and build up infrastructure just to survive rather than me just having fun building. I think they should make breeze rods more useful instead of making tools slash weapons with sticks. You can make them with breeze rods and make them a lot better. Ooh, that'd be cool. I feel I did see a picture of I think it was related to that Jeb stuff, Brandman, where there was like a picture referencing what Minecraft used to be in progression, where it went from, you know, wood, stone, iron to diamond, and that was it. You know, no enchantments, none of that, and that was the progression at one point. And now the progression is, you know, it's like wood, stone, iron, diamond, netherite, enchantments of galore of all sorts, and it's, you know, a little more time consuming. And I chuckled at it because it's like, yeah, it does take a few hours to get like full enchants and netherite and all that gear, and you made, you know, getting the netherite upgrade template, needing that, and netherite itself is not that common, and that makes things a little bit difficult. But I chuckled at it because I thought about just like how complex some things are in like Terraria, where you will, if you were to like pull up the progression tree to get like the final melee weapon in Terraria, it would be this huge graph. And Minecraft just can't do that. That would just be so vastly different to what we have now. So it's just like, how do you approach that without making such a vast change? I think they should focus making certain existing mechanics more appealing and useful. Yes! Ding, 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 ding! We have a winner! If only they did that more frequently. And they, you know, I'd like to think they're sort of doing that. Every once in a while, you know, we get some updates to what we currently have. They need to leave copper on the back burner. They've done too much with copper at the moment and not enough with other things. They definitely need to rework and add to some of the things we currently have in the game. It'd be so nice. Think about the beacon. We got it, and it hasn't changed since we've gotten it. Beyond, we are now able to use netherite for a beacon. It's the only change that has happened with it since we have received it when it got added to the game. The UI hasn't changed. Nothing of it has changed. I don't know what they would do to, you know, add to the mechanics of it, and I don't know if they should add to the mechanics of it. It's just like, he's been in the game for years now. How long have we had a stonecutter in the game? I love a stonecutter. It's amazing. Amazing tool for builders. Why don't we have something that does the same thing, but for wood? Why don't we have, a workbench or a buzzsaw table or something that allows for the same exact thing a stonecutter does, but for wood? Could I extinguish a lantern light? Please? I want to have a lantern in the game that is not lit. I want to be able to turn it on and off. Please. Could make the strength based on the base. Like case 3 available with fully diamond / netherite base. Like, yeah, exactly. Like there's ways to approach this. Allow for haste mining of deep slate. I know they don't want it. But if someone put the effort in to make a netherite beacon, I think they've earned it. Even a diamond one. I think beacon range should be extended, the rarer the block. Yeah, even extending of the range, that'd be a good one. Although I don't think a netherite beacon would be worth it. Truthfully. But that'd be a really cool one. Unless it was a crazy range, like 1,000 blocks. That'd be a crazy range. Have to be rewards for non-farmable materials. That'd be a big way to approach a lot of it, yeah. Or at least the ones that are farmable, it's just not as big of a reward. There's so many, there are a lot of things in Minecraft, truthfully, and there are so many things they can rework and add to with what we currently have. Without changing the game too drastically. Even in the realm, the first beacon was emerald. Yeah, when villagers first got their rework update, all beacons that I had were emerald ones because you could just do infinite. It wasn't just infinite emeralds you could get, but you could maximize, like you could get more emeralds by spending emeralds with librarians. I used to only have librarians. You could buy bookshelves from them and sell it back to that same librarian and get more emeralds. And you could just keep doing this. Spend the time to build a beacon out of rare blanks to get more range and deep slate insta mine. Yeah, it's just like there's countless things that could be done with this game. The bookshelf books glitch was so OP. I mean, was it a glitch? I think it was an unintended thing that happened, which, you know, yeah. It was one of those trades where I don't think Minecraft thought about the fact that when you trade, it was a loophole, yeah, where the prices kept going down. You could just get more emeralds. They fixed it pretty quick, but it was definitely one of those rework loopholes where you only ever needed librarians to get emeralds, and you'd have stacks of emeralds. Even just adding more effects to the beacon, I think would be really cool. Like what we got, what was it, like 7 of them? Yeah, 7 of them. Wow, I've done that. There's 7 effects. There's so many more effects you can get in this game nowadays. I think there'd be some cool ones you would want besides just this. Like the change that villagers could only be zombified once. Yeah, that was a good. There's a, yeah. When they reworked villagers, I don't think they thought it through fully. I think they were like, oh, let's rework them, get the UI looking better. People aren't really using it, and they did that. They made them easier to work with, and then they were broken because I don't think they looked at villagers long term. I'm sure there is something to say when a game is so popular, it's doing just fine for popularity. Truthfully, if you look at Minecraft, it's doing just fine. Where the developers and the whoever's working on the game probably get a little relaxed and don't put as much thought and effort into it because there's no competition. And you can just like, they probably just didn't think through things as much for a while. I strongly disagree that they rolled back villagers that were already zombified more than once. They rolled back villagers that were already zombified more than once. I don't even use villagers too frequently. They're great for early game. I know a lot of people use stonecutter villagers a lot, but I honestly don't mess with them all too much overall. Not at the stage I am in my game. I got a shulker box full of pickaxes. I got a shulker box full of shovels. I don't lose my armor. Only ones I really use are farmer villagers for cookies. Cookies of all things. Well, here we go. Cookie roulette wheel was being nice earlier. Aw, no cookies. That's okay. It's better than the remove. Alright, so close. Wait, was it close to the, like, add 5? I didn't pay attention to that. But obviously there's plenty of things, that can be adjusted in Minecraft with just what we currently have. I'm really hoping one of these days Minecraft, you know, gives us a little bit of, not so much an inventory update, but like just a little bit of a quality of life things with inventory and UI stuff where there's just a few buttons on the side where you can quick stack into a chest. One of these days. I know there's mods for it. I know there are. They make the no cookie panels and the add cookie panel each have the same color. They're all random. Like one's blue and one is green, the other option is all yellow, etc. I could do that. The thing is the wheel looks really silly when I do that. Here, I'll show you. Cookie roulette wheel. Let's delete out all the colors. Let's make add cookie green. Yeah, that blue is fine. And then if we go in personally here, custom entry color. What's this? Remove 5 cookies? Yeah, that can be red. Do add cookies. We'll do like a pink or something. Not that bad, actually. I'll look into some here. Let's I really like some of the colors we have for the daily wheel. Let's grab this color. Where's the let's grab this color. Oh, whoops. And then save. I know at the moment there's a bug where one of those doesn't save. Daily wheel again. Let's grab this color. Cookie relax. Okay. Do, do, do. Save. Grab this one. Save. Mm, mm. If we did maybe something more like this color. No, that won't work. Let's just try this. Yeah. It's very symmetrical. Well, yeah, when I set up the cookie roulette wheel, it's basically 50-50 on the add cookie, no cookie, and then I threw the 5 times add and 5 times remove, like on the complete opposite of each other. There. Yeah, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I added some fun colors to the daily wheel. I changed up those, and then a normal wheel colors are like this. This is the default wheel colors. Looks great with the colors matching. Yeah, it does. I think what I was trying to do was like a red and black because like a roulette wheel, and it didn't look good. I like the daily wheel being random. Yeah, I found a random set of colors that were like nice looking. So there's just like default colors that are just thrown on it, usually, and then I can go and change what the random colors are. And it's not random, it's whatever entry is in first, second, third, and if there's 5 colors, it just repeats every 5 entries. And then I can go in and set a specific color for a specific entry if I wanted. So what I did there was I set 2 colors, that blue and then a green, uh, and then I went in and set specific color for the add or remove 5. So it didn't take much. Ooh, I might mess around with the colors more later. Yeah, it's already looking better. Isn't it amazing what can happen after just placing a handful of blocks? It's almost like I know what I'm doing sometimes. Whoops. Those are shroom lights. Silly Thad. Wow, buried shroom lights. How interesting. No, I accidentally mouse clicked on this guy showing here trying to get a grass block back in my hand, and I went and placed 2 of them here. If you're talking about these down here, that's so nothing spawns. But I do bury them, if, you know, if it's only one block below the surface. I don't bother. For all I know, the surface will get changed again, and then they'll be on the surface again for all. Who knows? No, I mean, the ones you bury, there's only a handful here and there. Doesn't affect my game at all. Lag-wise, so... leave them there. We can bury them. It'd be fun to X-ray only shroom lights to see how many there are. There's probably quite a few. I haven't like removed loads of shroom lights, so if we look up, that's not how you spell that. I have placed 13,000 of them. 13,383 shroom lights in my world. Roughly, I guess I've mined 2,000, but then again, there was a point in time where I was manually farming them. It was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago. I'd still say 13,000 without a doubt. That 2,000 mined was when I was farming them in the nether. Although there was probably a good couple stacks over there. I don't know. 12,000 plus. Because we cleaned up, for those that might not remember, or you do remember them and you just didn't know I cleaned it up. We had a whole bunch of floating shroom lights over here because there used to be hills in this area. I cleaned those up a while back, and that was a good few stacks. Use the happy gas for that. It worked alright. Still very slow. One of those things that they've added, and I think they could add some more mechanics to the happy gas, you know, like some chests thrown on it or something. Just something. Appreciate everyone that's been hanging out with me tonight, or this morning, tonight. I'm so used to saying tonight. Everyone that's been hanging out with me. It's always a joy having people around to talk with. And any of the lurkers, of course. I hope you guys know you're also appreciated. Stream numbers have been pretty nice recently. So you guys are keep it up. Can you place a chest onto the happy gas? Nope. Would think so. You'd think you'd be able to place a whole bunch of chests on the happy gas. Yeah. There we go. It's already looking so much better. It's the little things. Working on my newest build, and gosh darn, am I good. It's good to hear. Glad it's turning out well. I'll share it with you when it's done. Sweet. Always love seeing builds. You gotta promise not to get jealous. I don't know. The sound of it, I might get a little jealous. And then if we wanted, we could... so many ideas. How many blocks do you think that roughly took? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 blocks? That gets it about a third of the way, so what, I think another 20 blocks. So what it would take to get the rest of the way up? We have plenty of space to work with then. It's one of those things that I have a tough time with, is gauging just how much room I'll need when, terraforming this stuff. Math, yep. It's tough to build up to something I already have planned. I had this struggle when I worked on this area over here, just kind of expanding this, this area down. But, I'd start from the bottom and work my way up, because building upside down would have been a pain. But it was like, I'm connecting from this point up to that point, and it was just like, it's difficult. This turned out really well because I basically started at the bottom, and then I determined when I wanted the top, where I wanted the top to be. So that worked out pretty good overall. Chaos, hello there, welcome on in. Spinning your daily wheel. How are you doing? We finished expanding the river for anyone that was here for Friday's stream. We finished that up here this morning, and now I'm working on the front again, front of the front area here. Working on the ravine. Lazy guy spinning their daily wheel as well. Oh my goodness, two wheel spins for next stream. In a row. There's been no fun outcomes on the daily wheel, I think, today. Nobody got any micro cookies yet. Yeah, it's I can spin it. I haven't spun the daily wheel. Don't look at my wheel spun. Oh, that's not accurate. He's broken. It's 3 in a row. It's not broken. What are the chances? Someone want to do the math? How many outcomes are there on the daily wheel? It's like 8. Ah, you won. We all won. There'll be times I'm testing the wheel spin stuff, and it'll do that same thing where it gives me the same outcome that many times in a row, and I'm like, did I break something? I'm like, I didn't even touch, any of the mechanics that go into determining the outcome. It's completely random. Well, not completely, but you get the point. Did I break it? Chance is a weird thing sometimes. It is a very weird thing. Yeah, I got it. I have to change the colors on that wheel. It's trippy looking when it spins. Add cookies, though. Tab spinning the cookie with that wheel. Add those here in a second. Just want to place these last few stacks of blocks. Fine, I'll grab it here quick. This is where we gotta have to start. Sloping in a bit. There's gonna be a bridge somewhere here. Right around there. So here I'm fine. Whenever I do build that bridge, I'm sure whatever terraforming I have will change, so I won't try and think about it too much, but at the same time, I don't want to make it too difficult to work with down the road. There we go. Actually got a lot done today. Sweet. We love a productive stream. How many of these get filled up? Ooh, yeah. Oh, no, not yet. That's close. Ooh, loads of shulk boxes. I'll sort itself out. I'm going to be wrapping stream up here in a minute. Appreciate everyone that's been hanging out with me. It's been a lovely, lovely stream here today. Throughout the morning, into the early afternoon. So thank you, those of you that have been hanging out. We got a lot done. we honestly did. We finished the terraforming for the river over there. For now. I'm sure I'll do more down the road. But it looks so much better. Got that done. And then started this project here. Which I really did just need to get it started. I try and transition that a little bit better. I don't know yet. But anywho, I'm gonna be raiding out here. Do stick around though. We'll go find someone amazing to raid. Should be plenty of streamers live. I believe, what is it called? I don't know what it's called. One Shot. There we go. Let's just take a scroll through my go live list here. One Shot started. It's day one of that event that many Minecraft streamers are a part of. So, I got just the person. Is he still around? He was live. He's been live for a while. Oh, he's on break. How long has he been on break? Should be almost done, I hope. It's his bot here said his ad break finished. Wait a minute. But I do hope everyone has a lovely rest of their weekend, as always. Oh, whoops. I should type in this. I don't know. We might just go right over. Then you guys get to see the BRB screen. We're gonna go say hello to Calvin, though. Calvin MC. Absolute amazing builder. Does loads of Axiom stuff usually. With a bunch of like creative streams and that, but they're part of One Shot. They're season 10 of One Shot. That's crazy. He's back. Sweet. Casey is spinning their daily wheel right at the end of stream. See, that time it didn't say the. That's good. Glad it's not broken. But we'll go say hello to Calvin. He took a break. There's no way he's ending. He scares me when he's on this screen. I'm late. It's okay, KCS. You get to join us for the raid. We're gonna go say hello to Calvin. Do grab the raid message. For those of you that are subbed, grab that first raid message. Grab the second one. If you're not, that's alright by me. It just means the world to me when people do. Grab that raid message. We're going to go say hello to Calvin. As I said, absolute amazing streamer. Without a doubt, worth the follow. Without doubt. I appreciate everyone once again hanging out with me. I'll be live again for Tuesday, 5 p.m. Central Start Time, as usual, in the solo world. But then, after that, if you saw the announcement in Discord, we'll be doing a duo stream on Friday, so that'll be a lot of fun with Lige. We'll be doing a speed run together with a bit of a twist. Details in the Discord. Otherwise, thank you all for being